and I will have the comments up. Man, I gotta think what to do here. If I should go Old South or Florida. I think he's gonna double tap Florida.
Well, I'm going to go in my turn. So
Yep, you're good.
let's see. He's got African American, Latino, manufacturing, swing. He's got all sorts of places he can go.
Oh yeah, no, he is very good with the stone.
You got a nice little Old South bonus, though. You got 35% there.
Yep, no, I think he's gonna probably contest me in the Old South if I had to guess, but no, we'll see. And I know you're not coaching, but I know perception is everything. So all good.
Here, this was, to be honest with you, even if it was in somebody else streaming this, most people watch the matches anyways, and they hear what the commentators and stuff like that are saying. So I'm not going to say or do anything differently if it were you here or
Oh yeah, no, I
Zach with
know.
me.
I just all good, just for when it's watch
Yeah.
back. So I'm gonna be cognitive of that. So, but anyway, Bryce, I appreciate it. We are live on YouTube. I'm gonna talk for 30 seconds and I'll in my turn here. So, this is the ATP tournament that's hosted in the lounge. It is the largest 270 community tournament. We had how many people signed up, Bryce?
For this one, 122.
122 people. So we are down to roughly, I'd say 20 or so people, if I had to guess, 20 or 25. So,
Yeah, about 25.
so I'm about on this is my match with Rick Wytmar to get caught up. The winner faces Tyler Demora. So I'm gonna go ahead and get going. I'm playing as Trump 2020, taking on the Stone. I'm gonna start off in classic Old South, which is Louisiana, North Carolina, Virginia, and Maryland. And I'm going to double tap Maryland and end my turn, which is going to leave me $90,000 in cash. Taking on the Stone, who I could see him doing a variety of things. He could double tip Florida. Looks like he's just going to go classic Old South. So he has committed to clashing with me on turn one.
That double pip into Maryland, that move, I don't know who came up with it. The first person I seen use it was Tossin in a match against me. And I was like, that's kind of clever. And I've noticed like more and more people are starting to do like double pips in random states when they start in the Old South.
Yeah, it
Okay.
really makes him. I personally like to double pip into North Carolina just because it makes them maybe go a different swing route. Like if he were to pivot right here to Florida, um, then it would be kind of a different game. Um, so he does have $35,000 more in cash. It'd be risky for me to go after Old South on this turn. I do expect him to pivot. If he pivots to, he can always pivot to New York. I mean, he has that good town and gown bonus. What is town and gown? 25%. So he would need 450 plus. He would have to. It would take him. Let's see. Swing is 200. So yeah, it would take him 2 more turns to get town and gown. So he's not going to pivot to New York. He'd most likely pivot to Florida if he does pivot.
He could pivot to New York and do the town and gown through the swing states like the Arizona, Iowa, New Hampshire.
I agree. He could do that. Yeah, I don't like blocking all that though because it kind of overcommits me. But I'm just talking out loud to myself. Playing Rick in the past, we have clashed quite a bit in the beginning. Usually he's Michelle Obama. And so if I do pivot to swing, I need to be in enough swing states myself.
See, I don't foresee you. I don't know. I don't see you pivoting. You have too good of a Old South bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And whichever way he goes, if he goes to New York or goes to Florida, like you still have an opening. So
I agree. And I do like hmm. Just playing around with some numbers here.
Got that magic calculator out. Not all of us can be Jason Casey and have it in our heads.
Okay, I'm taking a little bit of a gamble here. So he is going to full on contest me for the Old South, it looks like.
That's interesting.
We know he went to the 4th pip in North Carolina, and he went to no, he didn't go in Virginia. So he might have the edge in the Old South. I really thought he would pivot to some kind of swing, and I went into Arizona. So I'm down 24 plus 35 because my extra. Well, actually, no, I have the 3rd pip in Maryland, so down about 80K.
Yeah, but he's in all those states that you're not.
Yeah, he can go up and just get the bonus. I wonder if he defends North Carolina here.
See, you got a decent swing bonus too, though. So you could pivot out of this easily and go to swing.
Oh, I could. He's got a neutral Old South, which 50's pretty decent. Let's see. So if he goes Mississippi 20, Alabama 18, 38 plus 37. So 42 minus 15 is 42 minus 15, 10, 32, 28. So I'd have to take away 28, which is only right now is only North Carolina.
And you have to spend at least 94,000 there? No, 85 to get above them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good chunk of your change.
Another thing he could do is instead of defending North Carolina, he could go up past me in Maryland or Louisiana or Virginia.
Well, Maryland would cost him about 105,000.
I can see him doing Virginia and Louisiana. I just don't want him to pivot to New York and have
well, he's got the money right now to double pip New York.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to completely bail on Old South for a turn. And then have you chasing him not only in New York, but in the Old South.
Yeah, this is an interesting turn here. This is probably a game-defining turn right here. He did spin big. It's
interesting because Jason's biggest thing is always about when and how to pivot.
I took North Carolina by a pip.
Ooh.
That is the Old South bonus. That's huge.
Good 67,000 there.
And I was able to get into Mississippi and Alabama.
So I know you don't really want to talk about like what the other person's strategy should have been or whatnot, but sorry, you're
you're fine. We got 4 minutes.
Like, is it almost would it have been better for him just to say I'm not going to go into South Carolina, Georgia, and stuff, and completely defend North Carolina that turn, and that be it, and still have the cash advantage to go
It could
into
have
the next
been.
turn?
It could have been, but I'll be honest, I almost zero spent there, and that was probably my second move, just because I could actually go one more pip in North Carolina than I did, and I went one less to avoid a clash. That way, next turn he would have to max it out if he took it from me, and he still wouldn't have the bonus. So then that would give me a chance to pivot. And honestly, I probably would have pivoted to New York just out of pure defense against AA. Either that or go swing and go Florida. But then North Carolina and Virginia would have been in trouble, and I don't know. It would have been a different game for sure.
Well, now you definitely have the advantage for Old South, and you can get into Florida to go for swing. You got a nice little head start there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Rick does. Like, maybe going to New York, but if you beat him into New York, then he's really playing from behind.
Yeah, we could definitely clash very easily. Like I could see that being. I could see him taking a state here. Problem is, I don't know which one.
I'm so glad that we don't have to do that like one pip in Montana and then take it back to intern stuff anymore.
Oh yeah, me too.
I forgot what game it was, but somebody screwed up somebody's match, I think, or almost screwed it up by accidentally hitting intern instead of the X button one time.
Okay, so I did a lot of defending, and I don't normally do that. I almost left North Carolina alone, but I've invested too much money to not seal it. So it looks like he did go 250.
I think the best move for him.
Oh, he stole Maryland. Okay, so I'm going to lose the Old South bonus. But I think I'm going to be able to hold on to everything else. Since I lost the bonus, actually, that might have flipped the bonus to him. It did. Okay, so that's huge. But I am in all of the other states. So now he has to decide where he's going to come at me.
Well, he almost took Mississippi table for you. Interesting. I think a low spin for you here would probably be the best. Let him over defend in the Old South.
Maybe I can pivot to swing if I wanted to, with Virginia and North Carolina locked.
Which, to be honest with you, a low spin by just locking out Virginia and let that be your turn, that sets you up for an uncontested swing almost. But or a potential block in New York.
Yeah.
I don't know. Although he took the Old South from you, I'd much rather be in your shoes. You got more options on your hands with having that Virginia and North Carolina move.
For sure. So I'm going to lock Virginia, and I'm going to make a play at the Old South. I'm going up in Arkansas, and I am going to steal Mississippi and hope he does not take Louisiana. think he'll lock Maryland, and he's going to have to defend Georgia. Georgia would give it to me almost for sure.
Georgia or South Carolina.
I'm not in South Carolina.
Yeah. Never mind. It's crazy to me how much has evolved the past few months. Probably in the last 6 months, you never would see an Old South battle that goes into turn 5, 6.
Yeah, this is interesting because I've never played a game like this versus Rick.
Now, you said that he's one of the players that have a slight edge over you, right?
I mean, we've played 7 times, and he's beaten me 4. I've beaten him 3.
Have they all been pretty close matches?
Every single one of them. And honestly, the ones that I've lost, I feel like I should have won. And the games that I won, I probably should have won. I think he said one game where he had like an AA battle and it snowballed. But he did defend.
Ooh, nice.
So he's setting himself up to pivot to New York, it looks like, if I had to guess.
Well, you got the Old South bonus right back.
He did not defend Maryland. That's interesting.
See, you're in a sneaky little position here. Because if you do end up taking Maryland and getting Michigan along with it,
yeah, he almost has. He almost has to lock
Maryland this turn.
Mm-hmm. What do I do?
Just so much money. He didn't spend a lot of money to defend last turn. He still has a good chunk of change. He already has 387, so he could double pip New York and beat you there. But
yeah, even if he does that though, he'd have to go. He could pivot to full on town and gown.
I would almost say it would almost be more beneficial for him to go for a swing state battle and pick up that 25% there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can get Ohio, Pennsylvania, go and get that manufacturing bonus later. But I don't know. He's got to choose and choose right. What's nice for you is that whatever he gives you works for you. If he gives you Florida, it works. If he gives you New York, it works.
Okay, he went New York, it looks like, and he did. No, he didn't lock Maryland. Okay, I went up 1 pip in Maryland with my Old South money.
Huh.
We clashed in Utah. So I can get swing uncontested. I can use my Old South money to take Maryland here.
He took a very obscure route to town and gown too. Going in DC, Nebraska, and yeah.
I don't know if he can get it with all those. Let's see. He would need
I mean, he would have to have Utah with it.
Mm-hmm. So 150 puts them at 132 minus 20, 112 minus 30 is 182, 1 uh 82, 162. So he can go 8 pips in Utah, which I don't think he'll do that, but he could.
Well, he didn't double Pippen in North Dakota, Nebraska.
He's single pip. I was counting those.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you'll for sure have swing this turn.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with this town and gown.
I mean, if he picks up Town and Gun, I don't know how bad that hurts you.
Yeah, I'm just going to get the swing. He did flip Louisiana. So I flipped Maryland.
I am just stunned that he never defended Maryland. He defended South Carolina, but not Maryland. And that just blows my mind.
I think he overthought that one.
So now high tech the long way is almost out of the question. He would have to get California almost. Because with your swing money, you block him in Pennsylvania too.
Correct.
So
I'm going to go for Hangman. And some of these let's see, AA states, let's see, manufacturing. He still didn't go up in New York, so he doesn't have any bonuses. So he can get now could he just single over to California? He might. Although he's not.
but he still wouldn't have the money to pick up any bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
Like going California that early and still forfeiting a bonus, and you're on turn 8.
Pretty crazy. Let's see. To get AA, if I have Florida and the Old South, so I would need 25, which would be a wash with Arizona. I would need 49 and let's see, 18. Okay, that'd be enough. Okay, so I'm going to lock out Mississippi. That way I'm guaranteed the Old South bonus the rest of the game. Or at least I'm not facing any pressure in Arkansas. So let's see what he does. No pressure in Arizona. He's going for his town and gown bonus. So I'm going up in Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. So if I get uncontested, I'll be able to get the manufacturing bonus next turn. Now I do have to watch out because he could pip over to California. So he does town and gown. So we're 2 bonuses to 1. I think I'm going to single pip Cali. And honestly, I might just save the rest. That way, if we clash, I could double next turn. Or I can get manufacturing and have California access.
Yeah, we're.
What'd you say?
I'm just looking at the map or whatnot. I don't understand. Like I could see you blocking him in California to stop him from the high tech bonus to slow that down.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, you are already in a position to where as soon as you get like he doesn't even have a bonus for high tech, so it's just $100,000. You're in a position now to where if you beat him into Texas,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, see, and he low spent there, so now if he double pips into Texas, that Cali move almost hurted you more than it did.
Maybe, maybe not.
But I guess you do have the money to double pip into, well, maybe I don't know. I don't know if you have the money to double pip Texas or not. I would
Yeah, I
assume, but
do. I do. I do. Okay, so now what does he want to do here? Because I could do a wide variety of things. Let me go ahead and get my high tech bonus, but I'm also going to open up in all the oil. Pressure in Iowa. I also will get ag with this next turn with California, having Wisconsin, Florida, and North Carolina. So I'm going to get ag, I'm going to get high tech, and I'll have enough for oil if I steal Louisiana, which I didn't spend my old South last turn. So unless he's keen to that, he might miss that. He might spend quite a bit here in Michigan or Illinois, maybe trying to block the manufacturing the back door.
I think he's more worried about AA. I don't know if he's paying attention too much to the manufacturing.
I mean, I could have had manufacturing last turn if I wanted it, but I didn't want
Yeah,
to. I didn't want to not get into one of those big states. And if I clashed there, it's. I mean, I was trying to guess where Rick would go. If I clashed there, I mean, that's a whole other turn of all my bonuses, and I can double pip, and he can only single pip.
yeah.
So that was just a. I don't know. It's one of those things that I don't regret. It might have brought him back in the match just a little bit, but now I have so many different options. Like you're right, I could have double tapped Texas there and had guaranteed manufacturing. Blocked him from. I don't see a scenario where he goes 2 pips in California here. The stone.
Well, and here's the thing: I don't know what Texas does for him now.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he picks up Texas, he's
Well,
so what?
he's in Illinois and Michigan, so he could get manufacturing. But yeah, I with me having Maryland and Virginia, and I have Pennsylvania uncontested. That's enough for swing or that for high tech. I mean, so shout out to all 8 people who are watching at 11:13 at night. We got John Bardsey Jr. in the comments. Got Amon. I don't know how to say her last name, but I appreciate you tuning in. He wants, how do I play with you? I want to play with you. So, Ahmad, if you join the 270 Facebook community, then you are welcome to. He put 1 pip into Florida, so it's kind of his maybe Hail Mary move right here. We did steal Louisiana, which gives me a clear path to the oil and gas bonus next turn.
Man, 4 bonuses, 2 big bonuses to his 1. And I don't know what he's close to at this point to be able to pick up. You're so close to getting export, manufacturing, oil, Latino.
I'm gonna get oil.
I don't know what he has left to try to pick up here. And all you need is Montana, and you're over 270. This goes back to what Jason always talks about. It's knowing when to pivot and where to pivot to.
For sure.
Like, if you miss your mark on that early in the game, that to me is more costly than having a bad opening. Because you can recover from a bad opening, but if you have a bad pivot.
Okay, so I think that he's going to lock. Oh, I don't know what he's going to do. I can't speak for Rick, but I think he's got a soft spot for Arizona.
I've only played Rick twice.
So I can keep my swing state bonus just by going up in, literally just by going up in Ohio. But if I go up in New Mexico, Colorado, and New Hampshire, I can just go 33 plus. No, I'll be 5 short. So I do have to have Ohio, or I can try to flip Iowa with my ag money. I might lose my ag money. It depends on how heavily he goes after some of these other states. But I'm going to use my high tech.
So are you okay with conceding Florida at this point?
Oh, yeah. I am.
Even if that throws him back in the game by giving him money to beat you in Illinois and Michigan, and like that could put him back in the race for manufacturing, Latino.
I mean,
like that opens up a lot just to concede out Florida to him. And I don't know if Rick is one of those people that spends $700,000 or $600,000 in Florida. That's a Hail Mary play, but if it works for him, that puts him back in a position where he can. I don't know. I'm not trying to coach here.
No, I know. I hear you. The problem is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could go.
And I've lost track of his town and gal money. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I think he can actually go 1 pip past what I'm going.
He's had town and gal for what, 3 turns now? So he would have 270,000 because I don't think he spent any of it.
See, but if he gets what I'm going to allow him to have here, he still can't even get AA. He would have 250, 260, 270, 278, 3. Ooh, he would get AA. Well, he'd get AA if he got Arizona, which he's got swing money for.
Well, you got the swing money for it. You got to hurry though.
Yeah, I know. Crap! I can't lock. I can't do it. Oh, I ran out of time. Shoot! If I lose Arizona here, I'm gonna be so mad. Went to the 9th pip. I couldn't maneuver my funds fast enough.
Nope. You didn't. Nope. Oof.
Gosh,
Florida. No, he didn't go for Florida.
Well, what sucks is I was going to block Arizona there, and I couldn't get my thumb over fast enough. Hmm. Oil and gas is huge because the ag and oil will help me in the Texas. But that let him back in the game when I didn't really have to. Because what I was going to do was lock Arizona, and I was going to steal South Carolina by 2 pips. I was going to not go into Illinois, and I was going to go to Michigan to the third pip. That's what I had my money set. Except I was trying to make sure I use my old South money in South Carolina and not cash. But since I did it first, I had to undo it. And by the time I figured that out, I ran out of time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense.
It's got AA. It's got town and gown. So AA is 125.
Believe so. Yep.
Yeah,
No,
125.
120. 120.
Yeah, 120. 120. If his swing's 25, so he's got 120. He also has.
But he doesn't have swing. You do.
No, I was. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm used to playing against the stone when he's got swing.
Here's the thing: is that you have ag to put pressure in Illinois, and you have your high tech to put pressure in Michigan. So that AA is still on pretty shaky ground. Now he does have a pip into Tennessee, so that's going to help soften the blow. But I think even if you still, well, no, if he moves up into Tennessee and he gives you Michigan, he'll still have the bonus. I don't know about Illinois though. I think if you take Illinois, it's over.
Now Florida, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4.
See, I don't know. He hasn't spent any town and gown money. So that's what 4 turns he's had it at least. So that's 360,000 right there.
He spent his town and gown in Illinois or Arizona.
Oh yeah. You're right. My bad. Man, you even called that too. You even said that he had a soft spot for Arizona, that he's going to go for it.
Yeah, I just didn't get my funds maneuvered fast enough. It sucks because I was I don't know, I was trying to hedge too much. I think he'll defend Illinois.
Well, here comes. Well, he spent 600 somewhere. Double pip Texas, maybe. Yep, it looks like he's setting up for Latino. Yep.
How's that AA looking?
He kept it by going 1 pip up into Tennessee. And he has it by the slimmest of margins. I don't know why he went up in Nevada though. He doesn't need it.
Well, he was maybe assuming that I was going to lose.
Or take Illinois from him, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Well, here's the bright side is that he cannot get manufacturing even if he does move up into Texas.
I see that. And export is really close to us, or me. I could probably actually get it this turn. No, I don't know about actually. I don't know if Ohio's enough. I really don't care about export. Let's see.
Uh,
No, I
uh,
need. I think I need. I think I need. I'll use some high tech money in Washington. Get it next turn.
Ohio would be enough.
Let me see here. So California's 200 plus 100 in Florida. I 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't go 5 because he's got town and gown. Um, can't believe he's not going to pressure. He'll pressure Colorado, New Mexico soon. I'd better open up into one more oil state just in case. And then ag. I can't lose ag. Can't lose swing. I think I'm going to.
Oof. I don't know how much money he has. Well, I don't know. If he low spins here, and expects you to like lock out Illinois or something like that, look for your EVs too because you're up to like 79 right now locked
Oh
in.
yeah, yeah. I'm already blocking a ballot, so all good. I spent my ag money to split Idaho and Hawaii 1 and 2. And I single picked Kansas. So I said that I did that before you said that. So all good. I'm gonna hoard my oil because I think that pressure in Utah and Colorado are coming. It's also pressure that I could actually use in Texas.
Well,
And
you guys are both in Utah already.
I flipped Delaware.
So that's the AA right there.
I locked South Carolina. He locked Illinois. And we are no ballot. We've already passed.
No, but there's now more than plenty of EVs locked
Yeah.
in.
Mm-hmm.
So
There's the Oklahoma pressure. So a flips export driven. We do get. He does have his town and gown.
yeah, I think that's the overexpenditure in Illinois there done it for him.
Yep.
I mean, congrats on getting AA. No offense, it does you no good whatsoever.
Uh,
Like, I mean, no, it does you no good unless if you just like really want to like put the pedal to the metal here and go after
it
some of
helps me
those
in
old South or whatnot.
Tennessee. Yeah, I'm gonna save my old South money. I'm
Yeah,
just.
I'm just saying, like the bonus is at flipping. We'll put it that way, and
Yeah, it helps me because it hurts him.
yeah. So Rick did a really good job of getting back into this game for sure.
Yeah, I might have
Uh,
helped him a little bit on that, but yeah, he did. I agree. I agree. I agree.
but I think that overspin that last turn in Illinois just sealed it. I hear that train going through Sedalia.
Yep.
I don't miss it.
I don't think we've had a clash yet.
No, it looks like it could be the ballot.
Where did he spend? Texas. I left a couple states open.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well,
He got Latino and manufacturing.
oh boy, oh boy. I hate to say it.
What's that?
This is over. So, assuming that you do hold on, you do win. I mean, you're almost at 300 EVs. You have them doubled up in cash.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to Rick. I think this is the one that got away from him. What's your next matchup look like again? It's Tyler
Tyler
Demora.
Demora. Yep.
Couple late night owl broadcasters there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Tyler gives me fits just because I don't think he knows the game that well. It's just all instinct by him.
I
Like,
think
he doesn't go into anything with a plan. It's just a madman just running around the map sometimes.
Yeah, I think he knows the game. I think he's just that's a good way to describe it. He's a wild man.
So, like, going into a match against Tossin or even you sometimes, like, you kind of know what they're going to start off with and where they're going to pivot to if they get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Tyler he likes the Old South, but every once in a while he'll just be like, screw it. I'm going Arkansas and Montana. We're going to win this way.
Yeah, for sure. Is Brendan reading the chat? I'm sorry, I'm not. I've been distracted. I am Trump 2020. I think you tried it with the 5 Lincoln video. Yes, I did the Michelle Obama VP with the Abraham Lincoln. I got 4th place. I hedged way too much. I was the guy who had New York and didn't spend $291,000 on the ballot because I thought I was good, and then I lost by 3 EVs. So if I survive, I have AA, I have Latino, Town and Gown, and Swing. But since I lost, Bart Shoulders won. So congratulations to Bart. Sorry, I am just super into the game because this is for the ATP tournament. We've got Bryce Hawkins, who's helping me commentate. Bryce is on the Zoom here. Bryce, you want to talk about yourself for the people who don't know you?
Well, if you don't know me, I'm actually kind of shocked. I'm known as like the asshole or the jerk or the outspoken one of the lounge. But I mean it in all good fun. I've only been playing this game for I think like 6 months or so. It hasn't been until like the last month that I've actually been competitive.
You've been really good. You've beaten Bart a couple times. Who else did you beat?
I just recently beat Bart. I beat Tyler Barola. I've beaten Eric York the last month.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had a good little run in me. I gave Tossin 2 really good matches where he beat me on a ballot push. I wonder where he spent all his money. Pure Defense in New York, I'm assuming.
I'm guessing that he spent. I thought he was maybe going to try to flip oil. Maybe not.
I don't know where he spent. Oh, there's North Dakota. I don't know where he spent all of his money.
I think as long as I keep Wyoming, I should be okay. South Dakota, he flipped by 1. Yeah, I think I'm still good. Yeah, I didn't think he could get me that turn. He can this turn, but I have $237,000 of oil saved up. So
on top of all your other bonus money.
yeah, I'll just take Texas. How about that? He can't stop me. Let's see, 60, 121, 82, 40, 300, 360, 420. He's got AA. No, he doesn't have AA. He's got Town and Gown and Latino, so he can't spend So that's way plenty.
Well, Latino can go for Texas.
I'm talking about. Sorry, I was in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I can take. I can go three past him. I can go five past him in Texas. Actually.
Okay. No, but I did create the ATP. I wanted it to be just another ranking system that was based on just results only.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wanted no bias in this. There's no committee, nobody saying who wins what, nothing. Like you advance to the next round. Anybody who advances to the next round all get the same amount of points for doing so.
Uh-huh.
And the points accumulate over a year, and they recycle every 12 months. And so it's a good mixture of how much you play and how well you play. In the tournaments, I know 122 people in a tournament sounds like it'd take forever
Yeah.
to, pull. But man, we've been flying through this thing. We're not even 12 days in, and we went from 122 to 25. So we've been flying through this.
Yeah, for sure. And I appreciate you and Zach and everyone who's put on, some streams and just time to talk about the matches. And we did clash in Kentucky, so there will be no ballot. I kind of expected gentleman's forfeit here. But you never know. I'm in all 50 states. I did not enter Utah, so we will not have a ballot. And I flipped Texas, which only flips the Latino bonus, but also flips 38 EVs. Well, I guess it flips manufacturing too. I wouldn't even think about manufacturing.
He had a small window to get back into it, and just never was able to pull it off.
Yep.
But anyways, what were you saying?
I don't remember. And actually, he might be messaging me right now.
Yeah, I just got a message too, so he's probably messaging the group.
I'll let you check it out. I'm just going to spin real quickly.
Well, I was gonna say I'm the screen that everybody's
Oh,
watching.
yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
So you do your thing, dude.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm just spending my money. So my Old South money is finally worthless.
Yeah, Arkansas.
Yeah, I guess.
Us people down here in the southern part of Missouri and northern Arkansas, they love hearing from you.
Yeah, there you go.
By the way, I was at Fitters last night.
All right, which one?
The one in Warrensburg.
Really?
I had to go to Kansas City to pick up a friend of mine, and on the way back, we swung by Warrensburg and had a couple drinks over at Fitters and drove back.
Uh-huh.
So.
Nice. Didn't get an invite. That's okay.
Dude, I sent you a picture of us driving, and you liked the picture, and then I sent you a picture when we got to Fitters, and you said nothing to me. I was like, all right, we'll see ya.
Yeah, peace, dude. Yeah, no, I don't remember. I'm just being ornery here, taking as many states as I can.
Well, this is going to be the first time it's not going to be a close game, from what I hear. This will be your first convincing win against Rick.
Yeah, he did. He commented. He good game, Brendan. He forfeited. So,
okay.
Shout out to Rick. Heck of a player. He's on our Team USA versus the world. He's actually a higher seed than I am. I don't know who determined the seeding, but I think it was Daniel Smith. But every time we play, it's a grind. I was honestly expecting the Michelle Obama to come out, but no, it was a good match. The Stone versus Trump 2020, and it's just one of those things that Old South bonus. I had it and he had it, and I took it back, and I think I pivoted, and I think he overexpanded in Town and Gown. He was in quite a few states, and it didn't really correlate a lot to high tech, which is fine. But because I had the Old South bonus, really that Maryland play where he didn't defend Maryland.
Yeah,
That
he went like 3 turns without defending it, which
uh-huh.
blew my mind.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
by the way,
was
you took Town and Gown away from him at the very end too, so good job. You left him
yeah.
with nothing at the end.
Yeah, I'm kind of mean sometimes, but well, I got to spend my money here. Apparently he didn't it didn't
No,
take the
he did.
full. Oh, he's
Nope.
okay.
It says forfeit on my end.
Well,
Oh, no. That's because I'm in. Yeah,
you're in the
my
game.
bad. Yeah, my bad. Here, I'll
Well,
forfeit out too.
okay. Well, I'm gonna pick up the town and gown bonus first.
Well, there. I'll just intern. How did you not win, though? I don't understand how he forfeits. You're at over 270 and you didn't win.
So the forfeit cancels out a ballot, so there's not a ballot.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, I already submitted my turn, so it should be wrapping up here. Whistleblower, 0 spins.
Yeah. What was I going to do? 2 pip into every state?
Tyler did that one time on the Coliseum.
Oh, did he?
He almost came back and won, but he lost. But it was a 1-minute timer. So yep, a good game to Rick. That means I play Tyler Demora, and I'm getting the ballot screen. But
yeah, I'm not worried about it. We'll just continue to talk.
Yeah, all good.
But yeah, good game, man. Congrats on getting into the final 16.
Thanks.
I think I'm waiting for the winner between Zach Algaze and Matt Perkins.
So who would you rather play?
So Zach and I have been talking a lot of crap between each other here lately. We are in the Frozen Four, and we're in a preseason tournament together there too. So I told him, I was like, if we both reach the final to that Frozen Four, and we both are in this like group, it's going to start a fun little rivalry all over again.
Yeah.
So I kind of want that just for the storyline. It gives me something to talk crap about to other people and whatnot. But I don't know. I'm just I'm shocked that I was able to beat Bart again, as hot as he's been lately.
Dude, Bart's on fire. Bart beat George Fry. Bart beat I think Bart beat, was it Guillermo, or Bart beat one other player. And it was in convincing fashion too. And I was just like, dang. And then I was hoping so Bart is one of the players that I have a really, really, really good record against. And I was kind of hoping to play him. That USA versus the world, I played against Guillermo. Well, then we played 2 matches, and they spin a random wheel. I had a 1 out of 19 chance to get anybody. I have to play Guillermo for both of my matches.
Oh, no.
So
gracious.
Yeah, luckily.
Here's another thing in the ATP real quick is that Eric York beat Guillermo and now has to play George Fry. And I'm like, dude, what a stretch of games that you have to play.
Yeah, what a terrible bracket that is. That's insane. But no, you can totally say no to this. But there's a couple people in the comments who'd like to play a game, and I can share my screen if you don't want to. If you want to hop off here, but would you be
share your screen? But I'll be glad to stick around and chat for a while.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to play in chat, and then it'll just be my screen, or do you want to or not play?
I'm not going to play. No, okay. You go right ahead. Let me pull out of this, and then that way I can stop share. And then that way you can now share yours.
Okay. So we'll play one game here on the channel since we are live, and I know some of these people feel neglected because I haven't been reading the chat, but put yourself in my shoes. It's a highly stressful match to go against Rick Wytmar. He is extremely talented, and if you don't have your numbers and stuff, down to a science, it's gonna be a hard time. So just changing the setup here so I can sync my phone.
Man, just the level of players right now in the lounge playing in tournaments. Like, I remember when I first joined, it was literally like, I don't even think you were one of the top players. It was literally like Daniel Warren, Learte, Jeff Ray, George.
When was this? 6 months ago?
About March or April or so.
So I won 3 of the 4. The 3 of the 4 first ever community tournaments. I won 3 of the 4.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that, that I haven't, I mean, I definitely have gotten better, but so has everybody else. I think that
Right.
the learning curve was just so like, you know, if you just got really good, you were like one of the best, totally. I don't know. I think that exposure wise, like I wasn't doing YouTube and I wasn't in every single tournament. So,
Yeah, I
um,
just remember when I got in, it was Daniel Warren, Jeff Ray, Adam Montgomery. Like, those were the people to beat. And now it just seems like there's a laundry list of people who, on any given day, any given night, it's a roll of dice of who's going to win.
for
Uh,
sure.
so even
Oh,
like George Fry, who was so dominant for so long,
mm-hmm.
now it's like, oh, well, Eric can beat him, Daniel Smith can beat him, freaking like,
Oh yeah, anyone can beat anyone, and I mean, like those tough AA battles or swing battles or Old South battles. If you lose those, I mean, you're in a really up creek, uphill battle there.
right.
So,
So I have a
um,
question for you because you've been around longer than I have. Do you think that streaming all these games have allowed people to get much better, much faster?
yes, and I feel like that it's. I mean, my tendencies are out there like a book. I mean, there are people who have even told me like, "Yeah, I knew exactly what you're going to do because you've done it so on so many streams." And like I get that. I feel like that I'm one of the better players at adapting, almost too much because sometimes like you just have to play the board that's mathematically there. Like talking about that California move that we just did. That I did instead of going to Texas. Like I probably should have just gone to Texas or should have gotten Hangman and then guarded against California. Not saved. But I just knowing Rick's gonna pull out all the stops, and I wanted to cut him off in as many places as possible because I already had the income advantage.
Right.
So I'm
See,
gonna
it's
do.
interesting that you bring that up, is because me and Bart, I don't want to say that we have a rivalry against each other because he has for sure beaten me way, way, way more times than I've beaten him. I've only beaten him 3 times, and we've probably played at least 20, 30 matches. Because for whatever reason, he's the guy that I always run into in these tournaments.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is that none of our games have ever been the same. And so this last game that we played today for the ATP, it was literally just me using the best math that I possibly could to
Mm-hmm.
make key blocks in like New York and Texas just to slow them down. Not even to like do anything, just to try to like slow down the money advantage a little bit. And it all came down to a flip of Wyoming at the end that got me that win. It was 272 to 268. And I was
That's
like, all right, game, I'll take it.
that's crazy. Yeah, I already forgot this code here. Let's see, Jolly, Jollly, Caboose, Caboose, and the number 6. If anyone wants to hop in, we've got Jolly Caboose 6. It is a 4-player multiplayer. Or maybe I should in the public lobby, make sure it fills up. But here it's just not showing on the. I think I'm a little bit behind on the YouTube. But so are you for the next 6 months or so staying where you're staying, or are you thinking about relocating still, Bryce?
Oh, that's been up in the air quite a bit. I did end up leaving Brightway. I've been down here working. Um, I need to get my license transferred back out here, my insurance license.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on personally that's affecting if I move or not. And it's nothing bad. Like, it's all good stuff. It's just
Right.
more variables to the decision.
Yeah.
Um, so if you would have asked me just 2 months ago, I was like, "Yep, I'm out of here. I'm headed to Florida,"
Yeah.
and it just continues to compound. So
Gotcha. Well, it's interesting because everyone who's in the comments wanting to play, they either have all gone to bed or no one's joining here. So I'll give it a couple minutes here. But Jolly Caboose 6, if you'd like to play a 270 game against me right now.
yeah, I'm going to throw this in the lounge too, real fast. See if we can't get people in.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
JOLLYCABOOSE. The number 6. I remember when we were on the 4s.
Right.
What's the weirdest code you've ever had? Have you had one that's just so out there?
None that I remember. I'm sure that I've had some weird ones. There's sometimes that the codes match up perfectly to the match between two players, like depending on like an inside joke or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing that's really super weird that stuck out to me.
Yeah. We do have one player who's joined. It looks like a Mitt Romney with a Larry Hogan. That's an interesting. Over or under, or yes or no, will Chase Moss join?
Oh, well, I'm posting it right now. I'm sure he's stalking the lounge.
Nice. So Risley Plorian, I hope I'm saying that right, has joined. He gave me the little dab. I'll dab right back to you. The emoji. So he must be Romney with a Hogan. And I forgot if I did 1 minute or 3 minute. I like 1 minute just because, as you know, streaming, it's okay. This is just a for fun match. So, I mean, I would appreciate you not cheating, but it's not going to affect me in any. I won't
I
lose
think
sleep over it.
in a 1 minute game, though, the delay is so long to where.
Yeah, I did 3 minute, I think.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if it's a 1 minute, the delay is just so long that it doesn't even count to watch a stream or whatnot.
Yeah.
I can't play a 1 minute match to save my life. I've practiced in the lobby and stuff, and just I don't know what it is. I always run out of time, and I find myself like constantly watching the news, the little
Yeah.
feed every turn.
I
And I'm
love
like,
the
I
feed.
gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, I wish that didn't count toward the time,
But even it's different for each person because even in the match that we just called together, your match,
mm-hmm.
like you were about 10 seconds ahead on your feed. So you're like, he just did this, this, and this. And like 10 seconds later, it finally like pop up on the screen. It was like, oh, there it is.
That's funny.
So, but
yeah. So Risley did join. I know you posted in the lounge. We're waiting on 2 more folks here. We've got 8 people watching, guys. So if you're watching and you want to play a 270 match, this is your chance.
take down the great Brendan Borman.
Yeah, it's gonna be a gobble gobble. I'm the big turkey. So.
Oh man, it's amazing of where everybody has started to stream now. You here on YouTube, Tyler on Twitch. Obviously, the lounge is full of streams all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it's a good time. Okay, we got a Hillary Clinton with an Elon Musk. So let
I'm
me
bringing
know.
out the big guns against you.
Yeah, let me know in the comments if this is you.
I don't know. Does Chase use VPs?
He has before, but his go-to is Joe Biden.
Yeah. I almost feel like posting in lounge, being like, Chase, where you at, bro?
Where are you
You're
at?
slacking tonight.
That's funny.
You might have school tomorrow.
Yeah, no, he got into it. He got into it with someone in the lounge today because someone called him out for playing all the time and not being in school. So Ahmad, if you see the code is Jolly Caboose 6. If you just type that into Play a Friend on the app, then you enter that code and then you'll join this game. But yeah, no, I've enjoyed listening to the other streams. You mentioned Tyler Demora, my next opponent. I beat Rick Wytmar tonight, but he does an awesome job with his streams. On Twitch, he did the Coliseum last night or the night before. All these nights run together, but he is famous for his late night owl streams. So awesome.
Hopefully we get this match full for you soon, but
10 people watching and we got 1 more left. And we've got 2 people trying to join in the comments. It's a race to see who can get there first. The code is Jolly, Jolly, Caboose, and the number 6. That is one thing to be cool if 270 like let you hit like start game. Have you ever played the game Among Us?
Oh, I downloaded it and played like 2 games. I
You
was so
did.
frustrated with it. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, but with that, like you can have up to 10 people in a game, but like if you have 8 and you're just tired of waiting on 2 more people to join, you can hit start, and like the game will start playing. I mean, like right now, I would do that like with these 3 people,
Yeah.
or but we gotta wait for one more. So
I think that'd be good to do like in a lobby match. I think if you're doing the like play a friend thing.
it's probably hard. Yeah.
Yeah. But who would you say that you've learned the most from watching their streams?
What do you mean? Like strategy wise?
Strategy wise, or just yeah, something game related, not stream related. We all know that Tyler basically tells everybody how to stream everything. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, strategy wise, like whether watching them play or hearing them commentate on a match and being like, oh yeah.
Probably a tie between Adam Montgomery and Sapun Liganaj.
Yeah. Now, when you stream and commentate on matches, do you feel like you could see the map better? And like
No.
you're just like, oh, see, I do. For whatever reason, and oh, there's your game. Here we go.
Got Mark, or who's that? No, FDR. Okay,
so
yeah.
For whatever reason, if I'm commentating on somebody else's match, I can see the game and like anticipate the player's moves so much better than if I'm playing. If I'm playing, for whatever reason, like I'm just not as good at it.
Yeah, you're pretty good at even commentary, like on these streams or playing. I mean, you've got a knack for when people are going to, at least, I don't know about pivoting, but those crucial moves. Like, I mean, what's at stake. I mean, part of that's just understanding the bonuses and just seeing it over and over again. Like, people have natural tendencies, whether it's going up in defense by 2 pips or like on the ballot. People used to always go to the 4th pip, like in Minnesota or Missouri. I mean, there have been more times now where people have changed, but it's crazy because sometimes the better play is to delay a bonus, but make your opponent clash or like overspend. Kind of like what you're just talking about with Rick. Like, what if he locks North Carolina the turn I take it from him?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if he just says, okay, if I lock North Carolina, Brendan can't get Old South.
Right.
And if that's, and hindsight's 2021, but it just depends on sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, because, what if I zero spin and he locks out North Carolina and all of a sudden I can now like go, Florida, Arizona, Iowa, Virginia, whatever swing state combination. And then I all of a sudden have the upper hand and swing. And then I can circle back and get AA, without even New York. I don't know. It's interesting because you just have to know kind of what's at stake, like I said. Well, Romney's got Hogan, which gives him a 30% high tech, 35% swing states, 8% export. That 25% oil and gas, 35% high tech, that makes him an excellent California player. You play pretty well out of California, don't you think?
Who, me?
Yeah, I think so.
Holy
hell. Look at Hillary Clinton here. Sorry, 50% high tech, 45% export. Oh, it's crooked Hillary. Sorry, Go ahead. I cut you off.
No, you're fine. If I can get into California, yeah. I've modeled a lot of my game around how Troy Moore plays. I would say if I picked up on anybody's tendencies the most, it would be Troy Moore.
Okay.
And so I've almost started leaning in a little bit too hard on Texas.
Interesting.
Which is not natural for me. Like, Used to, I was Pete Buttigieg and Mark Cuban, so I did play out of California a lot. And over the past month and a half, I've made the total switch to almost playing and leaning into Texas more. And I think people are starting to notice that, so I'm going to have to make a little tweak to my game soon
Mm-hmm.
to just keep everybody like away from my strategy. But
Makes sense. I hope everyone's playing. Guess what? We had 3 0 spins.
oh boy,
That's great for the ratings. But
yeah,
no, I think with multiplayer, I get it. You don't want to have a clash. So we've got a big dancing, game of chicken out in California. Kirk and Hillary go to New York. How do you play as FDR? I've got FDR on the screen partially because I'm covering up my move, although it's pretty obvious that I'm going to get my old South bonus because I've got it uncontested in turn number 1. But if you look at FDR stats here, he's got a 40% manufacturing, 20% swing, 20% high tech, 20% oil. It looks like Hillary's going to double Callie. But how do you play? If you're
if you're in a
playing,
multiplayer, I think if you're FDR, you have to get the swing first, because if once you get the swing and you can get that Pennsylvania, Ohio mix and throwing like Wisconsin or whatnot, see he's going. It looks like he's going straight into Texas, so it's going to be really hard for him to grab bonuses now. Yeah, it helps him EVs, but money's so crucial at the beginning of a multiplayer game. And just in my opinion, it's even more crucial in a multiplayer than it is a 1v1, that you need to set yourself up to get a bonus somewhere. Because if you're the last man without a bonus, then you're just easy pickings for everybody else
for
to
sure.
survive the ballot. So I think playing out of Texas is just super hard to do if you're FDR in a multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know, who is it? Is it Richard Allfelt? Used to do that a lot in a 1v1. He'd played straight out of Texas in a 1v1 sometimes, but
That's crazy to me.
I think that was Richard Allfelt.
Oh, I should have gone. I should have done something else. Oh well. All right, Mitt Romney. Time to see if you are gonna make me look stupid here. I did not defend Maryland. Did get New York uncontested.
Well, he didn't go Maryland either.
I really like going out of Florida, going that Oasis strategy. How does Oasis work for you?
Uh, Not for me, because for whatever reason, I suck with the Old South bonus, the math there, and being able to like battle people there.
Mm-hmm.
I will fight there for a little bit, but it's just to buy me some time to pick up swing, and then I'll either go Florida. I mean, sorry, not Florida. I'll either go New York or Texas after that.
Gotcha.
But usually, depending on who I'm playing now, if somebody goes straight for swing out of the gate, and I can pick up Old South, like, thank you, I'll take it.
Right.
But if like in that last match, if I was playing you instead, and it started off to be an Old South battle, I might battle you for 3, maybe 4 turns max
Mm-hmm.
there, and it'll be a soft battle just to get you to overspin some, and then I'd pivot to Old Swing or New York or something like that before you do. And again, it's just all that is just anticipating when your opponent is done defending and moving on to something else.
Yeah.
So
For sure. I don't really like the turn I submitted, but I don't know. It's kind of hedging my bets in Arizona. Um, I feel like that I should have either not spent or spent like the 7th pip to make sure I get it, just because it's so important for AA swing and Latino. But I wanted to make sure I'm setting myself up for not only the African American bonus, but that town and gown bonus. So, although I do get Arizona, so I should get AA. It looks like Romney's going to go to Florida, which is a good move. So FDR is in a great position. He's got Texas uncontested. He's in Illinois and Indiana uncontested. So he will get the manufacturing bonus. And it's going to be hard for. Well, I don't know. Crooked Hillary's got some amazing stats. Everyone's kind of leaving each other alone. So I mean, FDR. I love being in FDR's position here. He's got 90K coming in for oil. He's going to get manufacturing. Now Romney, if no one messes with Romney and he's able to kind of secure some of these bonuses, then oh no, I didn't get AA because I lost what's it called? I lost
Did you lose Virginia?
I lost Maryland.
So Hillary should have high tech this turn if nothing flips.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know who's playing as who or whatever. What I will say is, like, just by looking at this, FDR is in such a great position because he took a direct route to his bonuses.
Oh, absolutely.
Whereas Hillary went all over the map to try to get high tech, which that's fine. It gives you multiple avenues. It just slows down the process. And now, especially in a multiplayer, you get into a state, FDR gets into one, Romney gets into one. High tech's never going to happen for her. Mm-hmm. She's completely showed her hand.
For sure. Now, I think there's a decent chance I lose Louisiana this turn, which should not be good. And I didn't open up in enough states to even get AA, which is unfortunate. I think that Maryland's gone. I'm gonna put token pressure in North Carolina, just because I have that old South money. I'm gonna defend Arizona to the max, so that's gonna help me potentially later on in the game if I can survive. But I'm gonna have to pick my battles here. So FTR is now pressuring me in the old South. So yeah, Crooked Hillary is going to get high tech, which she can use that to pressure me in New York. So that's fun.
Awkwardly enough, Brennan, you're in like the worst position out of everybody.
Yeah, no, I agree with that completely. I played my multiplayer match against all of the Abraham Lincolns so well today. I should have won that in a heartbeat, but no, I missed out AA, and that's going to cost me. It's going to cost me pretty big, actually. I overspent in Arizona. I mean, in my defense, it hasn't come into play yet. I've I lost the old South bus. But a high tech 150 a turn. That's ungodly. That's almost a cheat code for Crooked Hillary.
Does the turkey have a negative in Town and Gown?
He does 20%. I didn't know that. Did not.
Sorry,
know
I was
that.
looking at your Town and Gown money, and I was like, "Where did he spend?"
Yeah, it's a glitch. No.
Yeah.
Well, if you put yourself in Hillary Clinton's shoes, what do you do? Put 150 in New York?
Oh, for sure. And then you just sit.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, what's his name? Romney goes over and pressures. That's why I didn't put any money in Virginia or in. I'm in Maryland, but now she could go for Pennsylvania. Although he's got swing states.
Yeah, you're the You're the easier one to pick off.
I'm the oven is preheating for Thanksgiving.
Hey, are you, by the way, speaking of multiplayers,
Yeah.
are you going to sign up for Anderson's multiplayer World Cup?
I want to, but man, I'm in like 19 different things. I mean,
Come on, man. So what? Dennis is in like 320.
he is, yeah. That's a good ratio actually, 19 to 320. I know. I just took a third job. Not enough people hit the subscribe button on YouTube for me to make any kind of money. So hit that subscribe button, people. Here we go. We got FDR putting some pressure on Hillary. Preemptive move, and Romney zero spending. So Hillary playing a little bit of defense.
And she's going for that Latino bonus.
Mm-hmm. She did enter Virginia. I'm guessing Virginia gets locked next turn.
Didn't go New York. And I'm surprised that nobody in this match went national groups.
Yeah.
Usually you get one outlier.
Right.
But hey, man, I do need to jump off here. I
Yep.
didn't
Sounds
realize the
good.
match was going to take 30 minutes to
Yeah.
fill up for you.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Thanks for jumping on.
For sure.
I'm giving. You can't see the screen. Maybe you can, but I'm giving you a peace sign. Boom,
Oh,
boom,
see you,
boom.
buddy. I have mine off. I was driving, so.
Oh, nice. Well, be safe,
But
and
yeah,
thanks for streaming. Thanks for streaming my match with me.
yeah, for sure. I'm gonna try to get that you and Tyler's match streamed as well.
Okay.
Make sure that we get Zach tucked in early enough to where he can actually stream it. So,
Yeah. No, sounds great.
all right, buddy. Have a good
All right.
night.
Thanks, Bryce. Yep. See ya.
Bye.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you for those of you who are sticking around. This is a multiplayer match, and the stakes are not looking good for the big turkey. Got defense in Connecticut. Got a big spin by Romney this turn. He locks Louisiana. Locks Maryland. Does not lock North Carolina, but it's close. Can Hillary get that Latino bonus this turn? No. Okay, so we've got FTR just sitting on all of this money here. He can wipe me out with a single flick of the snapping his fingers. Looking at where FDR is, looking at Crooked Hillary, and looking at Romney. Shout out to Caleb Brundage. Almost missed a stream, but you didn't. I don't know. Depending on how this game ends, I might do one more game, but it'll be a 1 minute timer, if anything. Got another low spend. FDR does secure Illinois. Hillary locking Washington. All right, guys, if you are still hanging in there, I appreciate you. Risley is playing as Romney. Romney has that 30% high tech, 35% swing. Does have an oil and gas penalty. Crooked Hillary, who I don't know, 50% high tech, 45% export. Awesome. Well, Bandolin, you're doing a great job so far. Bandolin is playing as FDR. Man, look at, I think Bandolin's in the best position here. 1.2 million. Can really put the screws down on me in New York. Can go into California, which honestly is probably his best bet to take on Hillary. Hillary, if she is able to kind of get Latino, which I don't think she will, that's kind of Hillary's problem. She's got all this high tech money and she can't quite get export. I can't even get swing. I'm just a poor old lost turkey here. So we've got a double defense in California. We do prevent a ballot, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We do get Florida. We're able to prevent a steal in Georgia, which might help us get AA. Just looking for some EVs at this point. Three-way clash in New York. Oh my gosh. So there's AA. About 6 turns too late. What does FDR want to do here? I think he can just save his money. He doesn't have to do anything yet. Okay, so it's okay. I'm going to be out. Just a matter of when. Although, man, Romney, he's got all those states locked. Got a lock in Colorado by Bandolin. See what happens in Georgia. That's where I was going to go. The third pit pass. He got it. Big steals EV wise. The turkey looks like he's cooked. Why you got to do that to me, Bandolin? Third pit me in New York. So sad. And I don't blame him for taking Latino here because it will give him the Latino bonus, which will be important. Okay. I'm going to lose AA and Town and Gown and be bonus list after this turn. And that's going to suck, but kudos to FDR, who is playing without a VP. I'm officially rooting for FDR. And of course, Hillary locks in Alabama. Brutal, man. Brutal. We do block Missouri, which feels good. And, we didn't lose A. Well, we're going to lose AA, but maybe not Town and Gown. Okay, so we're down to the ballot. My last hurrah. Okay. Very sad. I'm going to be out, but I'll have a fun time rooting on FDR. All he has to do is pass me in New York. Not my best game. Got big defense in Indiana. Mississippi is stolen and is locked. Haven't got to New York yet, though. There it is. Can we get to 100? Yes, we can. $107. Well, good game, guys. Ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. So Hillary did spend her high-tech money in New York. Let's look at that. She up to the 3rd pip, whereas FDR is up to the 5th pip. Hello, Chase. I was the big turkey. I'm out. I had a pretty interesting start. Didn't work out for me. Romney is being played by Risley Plorian, who is in the stream. We have FDR, who is in a dominant position, who is being played by Maestro Bandolin. And I do not know who the Crooked Hillary player is. Jaden covers up. Welcome. I think you might have been in earlier. I just know I'm seeing you, though. Are you Hillary? Arizona's locked by Romney. Got California pressure. Florida pressure. Could there be a ballot? Got 9 more locked in with South Carolina. I think we got enough for a ballot. That's the AA money for Romney. Yeah, there's a ballot. So just the high tech for Hillary. If FDR can steal from Romney, might put him in a better spot. Although Hillary can go 1 pip up in New York. So maybe spend 1 in New York and max out Florida. Awesome. Good luck on your ranking every candidate, Chase. Let me know how that goes. I am going to do a video on the Zoom where we rank all of the candidates. I've been talking about it forever. Finally getting people on board. So, yep, we got 184, 182 to 172. Anyone's ball game. But it would take a massive clash or something in order for FDR to not win. Looking at where Romney is, he's just in New York and Alabama, which is locked. He's got to expand. Hillary's just in Rhode Island. And look at where FDR is. FDR is absolutely everywhere. So that's one of the big pieces of advice I can give you for multiplayer is make sure that you spread out. Got defense in Florida. Where did FDR spend his money? He flipped Missouri. That's 10 EVs. He flipped North Dakota. So he's going after Hillary. He's not successful in Nebraska, but everywhere else except for Nevada has been successful to this point. And he does flip New Jersey by a pip. Defends New York. Hillary gets Rhode Island. That's 203, 153 for Hillary and 182 for Romney. That is the end, most likely, of Hillary Clinton. It is, yeah, it was the ballot. So, and with Romney going all in Florida, it's a big waste of money. Let's check back in. So, yeah, it's 349 for FDR. This game is over. Chase says I've been here for a while watching in. Oh, no, it's Jaden. And watching a Doc 6. Is that I don't know what that is. Is that a documentary? So Chase says so far Monroe got 4 out of 5 and Musk got 2 out of 5. Joe's probably going to get a 2 or a 3 out of 5. Interesting. So I would rank Musk and Joe higher than Monroe, especially Musk. Yeah, Jaden, I've been slacking. I'm sorry. Got a lot of stuff. I know I'm just full of excuses, but yeah, it's coming. I've got 4 people working on it. So we've got a spreadsheet, we got a Google Doc, we have a website we're uploading the tiers to, and then we've talked about it a couple different times. So here we go. Got a clash in Alabama. Even if it's not a tier, he says. It's going to be a tier, dang it. At least some sort of grading system. I've been trying to help or trying to answer out what people have been asking for. Did the all Abraham Lincoln match. We're going to skip this round here. There's the ballot. And I was wanting to do one more after this, but unfortunately, my computer battery, I'm down to 13%, but I was just at 20% like 5 minutes ago. And I left my charger in my office today. I had to carry a ton of stuff, and I thought I wasn't going to stream tonight, but then I was watching an ATP live broadcast with Bryce Hawkins, and I threw out there that I'd be willing to play my match with Rick, and that's how this stream even came about. So, anywho, I definitely will be streaming again this week. Probably not to YouTube tomorrow. I'm going to be playing in 2 different matches for tournaments, but I hope to stream before Friday. I need to play around with maybe like having a set schedule. That way people can tune in when they want to watch. Romney does flip Missouri. I'm just excited to see who these players are. All right, so that's the end. It only took 17 turns. Congratulations to FDR. Let's look at the final map. Austin Michael. I don't know who you are, Austin, but thank you so much for tuning in. Looks like Chief Justice. Is that your Steam account? And thank you so much for Mr. Risley. I'm forgetting your first name. No, Risley Plorian. Yep. Thank you so much for playing. That was a good game. So with that, I had better wish everyone a good night. I'll wait about 2 minutes if anyone has any questions, or if there's any. I know Chase is saying the Sleepy Joe challenge. I'll talk to you privately about that. I have an idea, but I would need 4 people. Other than that, if you guys have any ideas for when you'd like me to stream next or what you'd like to see, drop them in the comments. And I'll sign off here in just a second, but that maybe will give me an idea for next time. Jaden saying that no worries, brother. I understand that life happens. And it said, let's see, great game all. Good game by Risley. Probably should have gotten into some of Hillary States. I tried. That 150 high tech is just crazy. But yeah, Texas is such a great place to build out of for multiplayer. And FDR did it to perfection. Good game indeed. So, alrighty. Until next time, I appreciate each and every one of you. And there will be a giveaway coming to the channel soon. I was going to give away a subscription to 270. So for those of you who don't know, I am a moderator on the Facebook page and have some connections. But I think what I'm going to do is whenever I get to that 500 subscriber mark, which I'm only 14 subscribers away, I think I'll be doing some sort of special kind of giveaway or thank you. So until next time, this is Brendan Borman saying have a good night, have a good day if you're in Korea or wherever you may be, and I'll catch you in the next 270 video.